In this video, we're going to learn about creating fixed fee projects. So we'll go over here and create a work item, and we're going to select project. And keep in mind, these are custom work item types. So what you see here may be different, but we're going to select project, and then we're going to say fixed fee project test. And then what we're going to do is go to accounting. And you can see that it's billable and it's set to fixed fee. Now here we have a few options. First, we could uncheck this and just simply set an amount, say $50,000. So that's the fixed fee, plain and simple. Or we could have that fixed fee calculated from the financial budget. So if we check this, then the fixed fee will depend on whatever we set in our budget. So let's do that. For the financial budget in this green section, we could set both a labor budget and an expense budget. So let's say, I don't know, $8,000. Okay, so now we have a $33,000 financial budget. And if we go back to billing, sure enough, you'll see that that's what's being used for the fixed fee amount. So when you invoice this project, that's the amount that you would invoice. Now, there are options over here that we can change for both the labor budget and the expense budget. Right now, they're set to fixed, where, as you can see, we just entered in the amount. However, we could change this to itemized. And with the itemized option for the labor budget, we can select from our predefined work roles, and we could just enter in budgets for different roles. So designer, $1,000, so let's say engineer, $5,000, and so on. And you'll notice that as I'm entering these in, it is changing the budget there for the labor budget, and then it's combining that with the expense budget to give us this amount. Now we can do the same thing with the expense budget. We could set it to itemized. In this case, the itemizations are around these custom expense categories that you can create. So say 500 for that. We'll pick this one. Meals, we'll just put maybe 250. We'll just pick some random numbers. And there you go. So that's giving us the 8750, and we can get back here and see it. It's updated there as well. Now, for the labor budget, there is one other option. In fact, let me just change this back so it's a little easier to look at. We first looked at fixed, then we set itemized, but we can also set it to calculated. Now, what does this mean? And if you hover over, it will tell you in case you forget. But the idea here is that it will use the time estimate and the bill rate for the person or people working on this project to determine what the labor fee should be. So let's see what that means exactly. Because I've selected this as calculated, if I go to people, you can see the assignees over here. Right now we have Mark, and let's give him a role. Let's say he's going to be a designer, and we'll put him on for 10 hours. And instead of his personal rate, let's use his work role rate. Okay, so basically we should have $800, right? Because we've got 10 hours at $80. And if we get back over here, sure enough, you'll see that we've got $800. Now we can assign multiple people. So let's go over here. Let's just say Joyce, and she's a software engineer. Let's put her on for 10 hours. And she doesn't have a personal rate. That's something that we could set up in the admin section. But let's say work role. So it looks like 175. So we've got a total of 20 hours, 2 different bill rates. Now if we go back over to the accounting budget, you can see it has updated that. So in essence, that's what calculated is doing, is taking the assignees, their time estimates, and multiplying it by their individual bill rates, which may be different for the different assignees within the same project, to give you the labor budget. All right, so yeah, hopefully that helps. That's how you can set up your fixed fee projects.